So quite a few people have been reaching out lately and saying, Ben, when are you going to do another long fast? So I guess I developed a little bit of a reputation when I did those 2 7-day fasts, pretty much one after another. So the question is, am I ever going to do another one? So to clarify, the only reason I did 2 back-to-back in such close proximity to each other was actually because the first one I did, I had only taken photos and a couple basic measurements, and shortly thereafter we got our hands on the 3D scanner here at the facility, and I was desperate to put it to use in an extreme setting such as 7 days or 168 hours of consuming nothing other than black coffee, water, and tea. Doing the extended fast back-to-back like that was far from the most enjoyable experience I've ever had. It was incredibly boring. At no point did I find it stressful in terms of feeling deprived or exhausted. If anything, I felt extremely good, and those of you who have read my blog on my experience both physically and mentally going through both of those fasts was overwhelmingly positive. But the boredom factor, it became drudgery real fast on the second fast, pun intended. So looking to the future, yes, I will be doing extended fasts again. In fact, I'll be doing one very, very soon. Currently, I'm working on achieving a 600-pound deadlift, and as soon as that 600-pound milestone is achieved, I will be doing another 7-day fast. The reason I'm waiting until that goal is done is simply because mass, to a degree, does help move mass, and because I'm relatively lean, I don't have a lot of excess body fat that's proving limiting or a hindrance to my physical output. So I'm worried a little bit that if I were to get any smaller, that would in turn become a hindrance to me being able to get 600 pounds off of the floor. And now, in my head, I know that a few extra pounds of body fat being reduced is likely not going to be that much of a detriment to my capacity to lift 600 pounds. People much lighter than me have done it, but I'm hyper focused on this goal right now. Everything is going according to plan. I'm moving right at the rate that I would have expected to based off the numbers and the progressions in my programming, and I just don't want to mess up something that's going well, especially this far into the achievement of said goal. So realizing as much, as soon as that physical goal is achieved, as soon as that milestone is surpassed, I'll immediately go into another 7-day fast. When exactly that will be, I'm gonna ballpark probably around mid-February-ish, maybe mid-March, somewhere in that 4-week window. And then moving forward, I would like to do, and I probably will end up doing, at least one extended fast every 12-month calendar period. Now currently I do a 16-8 every single day, except on the very, very odd occasion if I feel very tired after a heavy squat and deadlift session on Sundays, I'll have kind of a brunch, if you will. But even then, thinking like, I usually don't eat before 11, so it's still basically a 16-8 because I'm in bed Saturday night by like 7 p.m. So I also throw in a 24-hour fast 3 times a week, sometimes 4 on the odd occasion, just because of how much I have going on a regular basis. There's not a lot of time to sit down and actually eat. So because of that, 24s work really well for my lifestyle, or OMADs, 1 meal a day as they're commonly referenced in the fasting community. But regardless, that's kind of the game plan. Get this 600-pound deadlift out of the way, get it nailed, succeed with that goal, and then we'll throw in another extended fast, kind of reset things, and then work towards some other physical training goals immediately thereafter. And moving forward, we'll aim to do at least one of these extended fasts every year. Kind of knowing how I operate, likely they'll be progressive in some sense as well. So likely I will be aiming to achieve a little bit longer, maybe an extra half an hour in terms of duration, or quite possibly I'll be experimenting with some sort of training regimen in conjunction with that extended fast. I've done my normal training regimen throughout an extended fast before, but maybe I'll mix it up a little bit and do a calisthenics only training for the entire week, or maybe I'll do some more cardio based high intensity interval training, just to really see how I can maximize that fasting period in terms of physique transformation, how my mental health feels, how my energy levels are, etc. So always experimenting with different things, and then of course documenting it along the way, just so that I can actually see what the yield is and whether or not it's progressive. So there you go. We'll catch you guys soon.